Right, welcome to the vlog. I'm at a new location. It's a local woods, another local woods to me. I'm very lucky that I have all these, well, two amazing woods so close to my house. Obviously in Wiltshire. I will be for the foreseeable future, as you know. So yeah, I'm in a local woods and the sun has just, well, it's come up. It's been up about an hour, sorry, but it's been real thick, sort of heavy mist, and now it's come up and it's sort of, you see on my face, it's casting some sort of streaks and light through these lovely trees. I've already taken a shot, so I'm not particularly bothered. This is more of a scout now. I've got a shot I'm fairly happy with. I like the composition, whether I like the actual scene as a whole with the weather conditions I had. I didn't particularly like the foreground, there's lots of bracken, but I did like, what I was drawn to was, and what I'm drawn to now when I'm walking around this clearing. Well, it's not a clearing, but the trees are not so condensed in this section. They've done a fair bit of logging here and there, so you've got to be careful with your compositions that you're not letting sheared off trees creep into your frame unless you're making a big feature of it. What I'm drawn to, and what I was drawn to this morning, is these little branches with these real bronzy leaves on them. They're dead, but they're because we've had such damp conditions. We had a lot of rain recently. All the trees are really dark, and sometimes they look really black. And when I was using a case polarizer on my previous shot, just to control that glare that the wet bark gives once you get a little bit light on it. It wasn't so bad this morning because obviously it was more ambient. It was more peaceful and chilled. The light was very soft, and that little bit of mist I had really helped. Yes, I'm not too happy, but I was drawn to the splashes of colour in and around the canopy, and I've been trying to look for a very similar shot now, with a lower down, so I can eliminate the sky because the sun is coming up. It's just gone back in now. The mist is lingering, but it's thinning out, slowly thinning out and moving around. And obviously, as you know, as soon as that sun starts to really break into the sky, we've got blue sky now as well in patches. It's gonna go. Same old thing. I do feel under pressure, but I'm not really. I've got my shot. This woods is going to be another woods that I'm going to be coming to because it is bluebough woods, known as bluebough woods. I might give it away. Most people are going to figure out where I am. I don't mind telling people where I am. It's just I don't think there's anything wrong with a little bit of mystery. Yeah, but it's known as bluebough woods. It's local to where I am, Pewsey, Marlborough. You'll get it. You'll get the gist of it. But you can see on the ground that they're there. Obviously, it's not bluebough season yet, but this isn't a place where I'll be coming back for bluebows. Although I'm not looking for bluebow shots now, I'm just looking for woodland shots. Like I said, it's just a scout. So I'm just going to keep walking around, really. I've got a little bit of time before we get back. I've already got a shot in the bag. Happy days. If I get another shot, I get another shot. If not, I'll speak to you in a bit, and we'll say goodbye for another week. You never know. I might have seen something over there. really sorry, but this is happening so fast, I have to be quick. So I've got a nice tree, 2 trees, a tree in the background as well, and in the middle I've framed a little bit of colour like I was talking about earlier. Just going to make sure my camera's level, check my frame. I'm trying to hide the tree. I'm trying to hide the trees behind other trees to try and simplify the image. I prefer it like it was actually. A little bit of jostling. I know I always bang on about trying to eliminate sorry, I know I always bang on about trying to not get your tripod out before and have a walk around, but in this instance I know exactly what I'm taking a picture of, and I had my camera in my hand initially. There's nothing wrong with putting your camera back on your tripod, and then you can make tiny little adjustments. Now I'm going to shoot for the highlights around a second. F16 because I got. No, I'm not going to use F16. I'm going to use f5.6 because I want to use the f-stop, the shallow depth of field to try and soften the background. I focus on the tree with the leaves on it, which is kind of a third of the way in. I'm far enough away from this left-hand tree that we should get that in focus. And if we get a little bit of fall off, then we get a little bit of fall off. The sun is very harsh behind me. I'm far enough away that I'm not getting my trails in the image. And that is just... that's just the mutt's nuts. The mutt's nuts. Who says that? Right, I've definitely got that shot with a light. As you can see, the light is very harsh on my face, you know. Very harsh on my face. Like I said, I am casting shadows on the ground, but because I'm so far away, it's not an issue. It's not actually in my shot. Well, at least I think it isn't. We'll find out when I go back to Lightroom. But yeah, I just love this image. As you can see, I've got this tree here, and yes, there's got this sort of, let me just show you. Got this tree here, which is in my left hand dominant foreground. Then I've got this sort of browny bronzy sapling hanging on to this tree in the middle, and then the shot just disappears into the distance. No sky, none of this hot highlight on the left, none of that. I'm sort of not letterboxing. I'm using the ratio. I'm using the 3:2, but I just absolutely love this shot. I've got a nice bit of sheen. I'm using a polarizer again. This is where a polarizer absolutely comes into its own. They're worth their weight in gold, polarizers. I'm controlling that sheen across the scene, which is also enriching them browns and bronzes and the greens. I've got a tiny bit of dead space on the bottom right, which I'm not particularly happy with, but it's the best composition I can get because I'm trying to maneuver myself so that I'm lining certain trees up with others, so I'm hiding. I'm trying to simplify this shot. First I was drawn to the image from the colour, then I'm thinking, right, then I need to find a composition, and then once I've got my camera on my tripod, well, and then I'm making micro adjustments to my composition, and I'm trying to line up them trees to try and make it simple, and try and pull the eye into that hot spot, which is either a bright part in the image or a splash of colour. And I'm using the trees to sort of frame and lead you in. It's like a journey. Taking an image is like a journey that you're trying to portray. Yeah, I just love woodland photography. I think it's my new thing. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. 2 shots today. Presuming I like the first shot, we'll find out. But you obviously would have already seen it. So yeah, it's the local woodlands to me. Expect more stuff from here, especially when the bluebells kick in. It's going to be insane. Yes, and also head over to my website, photoninjaphotography.co.uk. Hit me PM. Go down to my website, contact me. Go down to my workshop page. Sorry, fill out the contact me form, and we'll sort out one-to-one or small groups of people, like 3 maximum, because I want to be able to concentrate on and give everyone enough time. I think maybe 2 is better. So if you and a friend want a workshop, you feel intimidated by the big boys, and you just want someone a bit more laid back, a bit more soft around the edges, then head over to my website and we'll book in some one-to-ones or groups of 2, 3 maximum. Would prefer 2. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm Photoninja. Hope you like my images, and we'll see you next week, where it could be in the woods again. Ciao. Oh, I need to sort this out as well, but I keep going out Saturday mornings filming for you guys and neglecting my hair. Edward Scissorhands springs to mind. Anyway, I've got to go. See you later.